You've searched high and low and finally found your home, made an offer, and got the ball rolling. Then the time comes to kick the tires with the obligatory home inspection. Well, here to share more on this imperative step in the process is Brittany Kato, Growth Director for Step-by-Step Inspections. Good to have you with us.
Thank you so much.
So why is April Home Inspection Month?
Well, it is the kickoff to the real estate transaction frenzy, we like to say. Most people are out and about. It's a nice time of year to get that home buying process started.
And it's a good time to remind everyone who's interested in selling their house, who's interested in buying a house, that is an absolute imperative step to the process of completing the transaction.
Most definitely.
And do you recommend sellers doing a pre-check before they list their property?
Oh yes, a pre-listing inspection can just help that process go a lot more smooth. You'll know what you need to repair or what maybe you can wait on.
And then once you've started the process, before you go under contract for the house, you need to make sure to send somebody out there. You've got a certain period of days. What is it that they're looking for?
They're just looking to give you that expert knowledge so you can plan for your financial future and decide if that house is a good fit for you and your family at that time. So we're just doing a general overlook at the home, giving you a good idea of the condition and what might be life expectancies left on the roof, HVAC system. We're looking at electrical. We're looking at plumbing, checking for structure. Mold's a big one as well, just to make sure that home is safe for the family.
And then once they've found things or things have cleared the checklist, you put that into a report, and then what happens?
Oh, then you get that report within 24 hours after the inspection, and you and your realtor and your family can sit down and decide, is this something that we would like to negotiate with the seller, or know what you're going to need to take care of right away, or maybe even if that home is not the right fit for you right now.
Yeah, so when you have that checklist and you see what's wrong with the house, that doesn't necessarily have to deter someone from actually buying the home or selling the home. It's not a make or break type of thing. It's a very personal choice.
Yes, it is a personal choice. And a lot of it's knowledge that, experts, it's out of our expertise. It's just a normal home buyer. So you can just know that everything's been checked and looked at. But really, it's just knowledge. And what you decide to do with that is
knowing what you're walking into, because you could always end up having to put in a $10,000 new HVAC system like you had mentioned, or something really requires a lot of TLC. That can be even more money out of your pocket. Knowing these certain facts, which this is why it's important for a seller to do that pre-listing check, but just knowing that those things are going to cost once you purchase the home, is that going to affect the price necessarily?
Well, it can make sure that you're priced right, so that you can stay on the market for a shorter amount of time and that you can get the most out of that listing.
Is it often used as a tool, though, for buyers to negotiate with the seller to say, well, you know what, I'm going to have to put in another $30,000 here or there. Do you think you can bring that price down?
Yeah, that's really going to depend upon those agents and that transaction. And two, it's more just to know, maybe in 5 years after I buy this home, that I might be looking at a roof replacement, or I might be looking at a possible HVAC replacement. So it's not necessarily what's going to be wrong right now, but allows you to plan for your future.
I see. And we were talking about all the various things that an inspector goes in and checks, and they get into the crawl spaces, but they're also using new technology. How are they doing that?
Yeah, so we use infrared technology to maybe check for leaks or mold that might be invisible to the eye. We're also, all of our inspectors are certified drone pilots, so we're using the drones to check out the roof and make sure that nothing goes unnoticed.
That could be good or bad. Right?
Well, knowledge is great.
No, knowledge is always good, but if you want to just get that house sold, if you start finding little things that maybe would have gone unseen, do you think that it's making it harder on the seller having these new technologies?
No, we really don't, because it actually builds a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
Because the sellers are coming through and say, hey, this is the objective opinion of the condition of my home.
And asking questions. It's good to be an inquisitive home owner, buyer. Tell us more.
Well, we do invite our clients to come out to the home inspection, and you always have a line directly to your inspector, so you can ask those questions. Say, is this something actually of a concern, or are we just notating this because we noticed it?
Right, that's right. And licensing, your inspectors should be licensed. So these are some of the things. These are the pre-inspection checklists that someone hiring them needs to know.
Correct. So you need to make sure that you are licensed, that there is insurance just to protect you and the agent.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. I want to thank you so much for sharing with us.
No, thank you so much for having me.
All right. You're all prepared, everyone. We're back after this.